And guys, quickly before we do hop into this video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Aoa.com for sponsoring this Rocket League video. This website gives flexibility to every single platform. If you want to buy and sell loads of different Rocket League items, they do massive deals on there. And use code ZENIC at checkout and get yourself a 3% off your orders. Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning either this Hex Time mystery decal on my card right now or the brand new Intrudium that came out of the recent crate? Then all you've got to do is follow these 3 simple steps. First of all, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on so you guys do not miss an upload. Second of all, make sure you have dropped a like on the video, and third of all, comment your details down below, but as well as that, tell me which BMD you'd prefer. And I wish every single one of you the best of luck. The winner will be announced at 40,000 subscribers. So as you guys can see on screen right now, look at the price that we're paying for these Sky Blue Dracos. An honestly incredible deal, and I'm going to be telling you guys how you can possibly snipe some items for yourself. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always, and today I'm bringing you episode 9 of the brand new series, going from one single key all the way up to the titanium white Hextide. So in the previous couple of episodes, I managed to get myself loads of different items, including black markets, keys, and painted octanes, and I've literally got rid of every single trash item that I've got in my inventory. So if you guys do want to check out the previous episode, I'm going to leave a link in the description to that video, but if you do want to see the whole series together, go on my channel, go to episode 1, and make your way back to here. And the support on the channel has been honestly mind-blowing to me, so if you guys do want to see another episode out on Thursday, it's going to be a big stretch and a lot of work for me, but if you smash 1,000 likes in the very first 24 hours, that's the biggest goal yet. It's going to be quite hard, but if you guys smash that goal, I'll make sure to get another episode out on Thursday. Most importantly, if you guys don't want to miss any future videos on my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get into the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. Okay, so getting into the very first trade of the whole episode, and surprise, surprise, it's me buying yet another octane. Like, I've already got 3 octanes, but that's surely not enough. I need to get myself another one, and this time it's Cobalt, which is a bit of a weird color to be honest. Cobalt obviously is around the mid mark. It's obviously nowhere near as good as the Sky Blue, but it's sat around Saffron Octane, so I'd look to be getting around 8 to 9 keys if I do grab it. So I was like, yo, I've got a Hex and I've got some ads if you're interested. He said, yo, I really like Hex. So immediately from the get-go, if someone tells you they like an item, you want to make it your priority to try and get a decent deal with that. So I said, yo, I can chuck, 2 keys on top, and we could sort out a deal. And he's like, sure, invite me to game. Bang, we got the deal done, and I get myself yet another painted octane. And then eventually, after hours and hours on end of trying to get myself 10 keys for the 20XX, I just eventually gave in. Like, realistically, I'm not going to be getting 10 when the key demand is very high now. It started spiking up again because the Rocket Pass 2 is completely finished and the Rocket Pass 3 is announced and it's guaranteed to be coming out early April, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So I thought, why not get rid of the 20XX? Realistically, Fire God's going for around 10 to 11 keys right now, so 20XX isn't going to be spiking up in price anytime soon. So I thought, okay, since it's not going to be going up in price, I might as well just sell it, grab myself 9 keys, maybe buy some more painted octanes. At this rate, I'm going to get a set, which is going to be pretty insane. But yeah, try and sell your BMDs because they're all going to start dropping slightly in price. Okay, and then we get to the main point of the video, which is about sniping items, and the prime example right here, probably the best one in the episode. I do pull off quite a few snipes in the later of the episode, but this one is probably the main one for the fact that I picked up some Sky Blue Dracos for 10 keys, which is mind-blowing considering I sold purple and forest green the other day for around 10 keys, and picking up Sky Blue, which is a very good color. It's like 3rd or 4th best. I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd best painted Draco. Obviously the key demand is going to slightly go up in price, but I don't even care. At the end of the day, if I'm paying the equivalent of a 20XX sort of value for a Sky Blue Draco that I guarantee I'll get at least 12 or 13 keys off, I'll happily take that trade. So in this next trade, I'll get another cheeky little snipe for 5 keys, picking up myself a Parallax that I'll eventually sell for 6. So just a 1 key profit, but even so, who can't complain about getting a free key? But yeah, I'm going to dedicate this little section right here to talk about sniping. So the main thing you want to do is just hover around the LFG, because it's the most populated and reliable place to make yourself profit. You can literally learn the market just from looking through posts. But mainly, most of the time, you want to do it in certain times. So if you're from the US, I'm not too sure, but from the UK, around 5 PM to 11 PM. So if you can work that out in your different time zone, that is probably the best time to trade, because there's literally 3,000 to 4,000 people all the time running through that LFG around that sort of time period, so that's probably the best time to trade. So immediately after doing that trade, I went straight back onto my post and I edited it, and that is something I can suggest to every single one of you. If you've got a big or small inventory, it literally matters, because you don't want to be posting something that you don't have and then get an incredible offer. I've had that several times on my main account where I've had these insane items and then I sell them and I still list them up and I get offered more than what I sold. It's literally the worst feeling in the world. So what you want to do is edit your posts every single time, because it works like 100% of the time. Like realistically, if you're putting up stuff you don't have, you're going to be fake offering, and you don't want to be doing that at all. So yeah, I added the parallax to the post. This guy was like, yo, I can do 6 keys, and I can't complain about that, making myself 1 key profit. And here we come across the very first trade where we have to kiss goodbye one of the octanes that we've had for a decent amount of time, I'm going to say. It's not been the longest one. The OG one has been a saffron. I've had that for ages, because I'm still waiting on 9 keys. But for the orange, I've recently bought it. I think it was either episode 7 or 8, I'm not too sure. But it's still a decent colour. Obviously, burnt sienna's the worst. You don't really want to be buying burnt sienna at the end of the day, unless you're paying like 3 keys or less. But for the orange, I'm pretty sure I paid 4. So getting myself, I'm pretty much paying around 7, because I'm adding 1 key for slipstream every single time I grab one. I always sell it for 8 no matter what. Don't take 7 for your slips, always grab 8. But yeah, I don't mind taking that trade at all, making myself 3 keys profit. So then eventually I managed to find myself a guy that wanted to buy all the BMDs off me, and I really can't complain at this point, because look at the keys we've got, look at the items that we've got. It's beautiful to see. We've literally got a painted Draco that is sky blue, so it's not really going to be the easiest to sell, for the fact it's PCC. Draco demand is reasonably low at the moment. But yeah, we've also got all the octanes, we've got those keys as well, so I thought why not flip these BMDs, get the keys in as well, which is going to be an extra 10, so we're actually starting to add up a load of keys. So if we do see a white hex side very soon, we should be able to buy one pretty soon, maybe episode 11 or 12, that's my prediction. But yeah, don't mind doing this trade at all. And then once again, we whip out the intervention and we find ourselves another snipe. I'm sorry for that, that was very cringy, but we find ourselves another snipe right there, and it is for a mainframe. At the end of the day, mainframe has dropped a lot in price, so I was like, okay, the max I could do is 5 keys, because I know I see a lot of people offering power, and if I'm paying 5 keys for power every time, I could literally buy every single power on the market. Like, I'm not gonna lie, parallax isn't really like the hardest to sell for 6 keys. It takes a decent amount of time, but most of the time I sell them for 6. I don't really sell for under that. So yeah, I took the gamble. I was like, okay, literally, why not pick up the mainframe? I should be able to sell it for either 6 or 7, but if not, I don't mind taking a parallax. So once again, I kiss goodbye another octane, just for the fact I see the key demand starting to spike up a bit. So I don't really want to take any gambles for these octanes. Obviously, that's still a really good price. I paid 6 keys at the start of the episode, so getting myself 8 keys isn't really the worst thing in the world. I sort of want to get 9, and I was sat of it for a while trying to either get a 20XX or a Fire God or something decent. But yeah, I couldn't really find anything at all. So I don't really mind taking myself 8 keys for the fact that I paid 6. If I paid, 8 or 9, I would sort of want to get a 20XX or at least 9 keys. But I want to get myself loads of keys. I feel like we're getting very close to the white hex side. So the main thing to do right now is get a key count up. And then after several days and several hours on the LFG posting, I eventually found a guy that wanted to buy the Saffron Octane. And this was a big relief. Not for the fact it's hard to sell. I got offered at least 5 8 keys. Like, most of the time I was getting offered like 7 8 keys, slipstream, sort of that area. But obviously, I know deep down I can get myself 9 keys. Just for the fact that Saffron has really surprised me. I'm not going to lie. Saffron Octanes have gone up a load in value. I'm not too sure why, to be honest. It's sort of like a mid color. I knew it was an alright color, but I did not think it was worth 9 keys. So eventually I was like, okay, I might as well just take the 9 keys. And look at the key counter. It's starting to look pretty juicy right now. We're getting a load of keys in, so I don't mind taking that trade at all. So with having that same mindset of trying to get myself as many keys as I can, I thought, why not try and sell the mainframe that I recently picked up? And I eventually managed to find myself this guy right here. He was offering 6 to start with, so obviously I'm not going to be taking 6 instantly. If it came down to the wire and I needed keys like really badly and I saw the demand going up loads, I would probably grab 6, but for the fact I know I can get myself at least 7, I was like, okay, I'm going to need some ads. He chucked in a load of stuff before, but I'm not going to lie, it was all complete garbage. And look how clean my inventory is looking right now. We've literally got the Draco's, mainframe, and Octane. So I didn't really want any trash, so he said, yo, I can add these forest green in, grip strides that are inverted as well. And I know I can get myself at least a couple keys. So yeah, don't mind taking that trade at all. And then once again, I whip out the snipe and I managed to find myself a guy that had a Fire God. And he wanted to get himself 11 keys to start with, but I was like, okay, I cannot do that, unfortunately. the max I'd be able to do is sort of around the 10 mark. So I was like, okay, NTY lol, and then left the game instantly. But then literally about half an hour later, it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I will do the trade. But I was just really tempted to say, no, I'm good, thanks. But I just thought, why not get it? I need to get myself at least one BMD to make my car look decent. And obviously having that one mystery decal gives me BMD advantage, so I might be able to eventually find a guy that wants to buy it. So yeah, that is the final trade for today. Not a bad one at all. So that is the final trade for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned as well how to snipe items on Rocket League. And if you do want to see another episode out on Thursday, like I said at the start, 1,000 likes and I'll definitely make that happen. And most importantly, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you are subbed with notifications on so you guys do not miss a brand new upload. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed.